Hello and welcome to the third round coverage from the Open here in Ale, Sweden, presented by Latitude 64. We are playing on the yellow course today. We've got big sneaky commentary, Jeremy Koling, joined by Emil Sneaky Dahlgren.
Hello guys.
And the yellow course is right across the road from the white course. Much shorter course. We're going to see a ton of par 3s. I believe it is a par 57, only 3 par 4s. And scores, they're going to be low today.
Yeah, low. On this course you have to use your mid-range, mostly putters, technical course.
Yeah, and it's a lot of rolling hills, creeks involved. There's a lot of man-made obstacles with just little bridges and out of bounds that come in play near the green. But starting here on hole 1, 82 meters, 4-meter elevation rise here. And you just have this little basket here on the mound. But again, this is what we're going to see a lot of today. Just straight shots, slight angles, just a lot of technicality.
Yeah, it's just straight up there. You just have to throw a little bit of a flex or a sidearm that pops up a little bit and you're good.
And Ricky leading the way after a very well played day 1.
Ooh. Oh, good kick. Super good kick.
Mm-hmm.
Down to the left there is trouble.
And we have the somewhat local Linus Carlsson, young kid who's just thrown a bunch of promise here.
Whoa!
Right off the gate, just hitting metal here, parking the first shot. And I was talking to him about almost getting 2 holes in a row because on hole 18, the previous round, he aced one of the hardest holes on the course.
Oh yeah.
And so this would have been 2 in a row if had he aced this hole.
Oh, can you get through?
And I believe, yeah, that did get up there near that log where that gentleman there in the blue shirt is standing. So it's up there in the green. And here we have Väinö Mäkelä from Finland.
I believe that was a putter off the tee.
Mm-hmm. He throws a lot of the PA3s. He putts with them, he throws them. If it's a light green disc, good chance that it is a PA3, something he likes to throw quite a bit. And if it's this red disc that you're going to see, that is a harp, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to see Ricky throw that quite a bit over the course of the tournament.
Oh!
And that right there is a great way to start. Not only was he 14, 15 meters out, elevated basket definitely makes that putt that much more difficult.
Oh yeah, you can get an easy roll there. Oh, you starting off the bird as well. Nice.
Yeah, good little straddle putt there to start off the round. Makes you feel good about yourself and your life and the way things are going. Speaking with a good start here, Linus off the pole on the tee shot.
Ricky with a par.
Ricky with a lone par here. And we're going to see this again here. What a beautiful start. Perfect putt. Hole 2, 80 meters, par 3. Really tricky because of this one tree at the corner. You really have to turn over something with a mid-range or maybe a stable putter. It's a really strange line though. If you do go with the forehand, you have to flip something up or perhaps be okay with skipping off to the right a little bit. But it is a very tricky little, it's a short hole, but it's got enough technicality to make it pretty difficult.
Oh yeah, you see most players go with throw right into the woods here. They miss their line or the anhyzer a little bit too little, so.
And Linus is a little bit too straight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You really have to turn that thing over pretty early.
Oh, you went for the sidearm, man.
I'm going with the Sexton Firebird to just push that left side and then hopefully get it to stop, but that's a pretty big skip. It's going to leave me just outside the circle, but it's up there near the green, so it's looking at a birdie. Väinö is looking pretty good there off the tee.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a safe play. Just play it out to the right and leave you with a like edge of the circle maybe.
And this is way too tight, and Ricky not really getting where he wants to be off the first 2 holes.
No, in a course like this, you want to get off to a hot start.
Yeah, and the front 9 is the easier 9. Yes, just with the layup there, and Ricky's going to have to try to find a way to get up and down.
Oh. What?
Or just throw it in.
I was just saying that it's a little bit tricky with the trees. There is easy to hit one early and get a 4, but you can just throw it in, I guess. Oh, nice one there.
And that one's from about 11 and a half, 12 meters away. And Väinö with a nice little jab spin putt there. And now Linus will be the only one with a par on hole 2.
Explorer is a very versatile fairway driver.
Nice straight flight and then a little small finish.
It holds basically any line.
This one is immediately in my bag, deciding the distance.
Fairly overstable, high-speed driver.
And my go-to foot-to-flat 450-foot shot is now a Ballista Pro.
Hole 3 is one of the more tricky holes on the course. 110 meter, 4 meter elevation drop here where you have a very, it's almost shaped like an L, dog-leg left here. And you have this out of bounds line that comes in long, so you can't just throw a hyzer willy-nilly. You have to be pretty high and tight and have this thing swing over about 30 to 40 meters left.
Yeah, when you're standing on a tee pad and you see the basket and you think like, it's even possible to get it?
Yeah.
That far to the left?
It's so far to the left. So instead of going down the normal fairway,
No. Oh yes.
we're just gonna go over the top of everything.
That looks like a pretty small gap up there.
Just gotta go high.
Okay. No. No. No.
And that's one way to do it.
So is it? You scratch everything. It's just a straight shot.
This is a straight shot. Yeah, exactly.
Over everything. Okay.
Everyone else plays this weird hyzer thing, trying to throw button hooks.
And this is the normal line.
Yeah, and that's such a technical shot there. High, tight, and Väinö is inside the circle. Those are 2 really nice shots there. This is really one of the more challenging angles. Even on a shorter course, this one certainly plays quite difficult for the technicality aspect.
Yeah, you saw his Ricky's shot. It's like super touchy hyzer. You can't just like push it around a corner, then you're deep.
Right. And Ricky's inside the circle. Can we get 4 for 4 inside the circle? Linus is looking good. And Big Germ was able to hold off the sneeze all the way through the shot. I was waiting for him to throw. And we do have 4 inside the circle. Ricky's at circle's edge, maybe 9 meters away.
Oh, yes.
And he has just been dialed in on that putt this weekend.
Oh,
Väinö's in.
Yes, nice putt.
Linus is in, and we are going to have about 4 meters away from a star frame on this challenging hole 3.
Oh, yeah.
I have a hard time imagining that that was something that was done by any other cards on the course.
I have a hard time seeing that as well. I was playing on the second card and we wasn't close.
Hole 4 is a par 4, 128-meter hole with a very short landing zone, very technical off the tee. There's a creek that plays out of bounds. From there, you go 90 degrees up to the right, up about the same distance from the tee, maybe a little bit longer on the second shot, actually. But yeah, it's really important to just keep one in the middle out of the creek off the tee. I'm going with my AVR X3 here, and that's
Oh,
pretty
that's
much
nice. That's perfect.
right
You can
where
see a
wanna
little
be.
bit of a line here in the grass before there. If you want to get just a meter long of that, and then you have a look for.
That's right. And Väinö has thrown a really nice shot that needs to slow down.
Oh, yeah, I think
If
it's
you-
all right.
If you go too long, the angle is very cut off.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
I'll take some credit for this because I asked Ricky if he ever tried that. He said no, and then he just threw it.
What?
Yeah. And so Ricky's going for the big high Anheuser shot and doesn't hit a single thing.
What?
And let me tell you, he is going through a thick forest. He's at the top of the hill where second shots normally land.
Yeah, and you can see a little bit when you look to the right. It's total jail if you don't carry all out woods.
That's crazy that he went for that and executed it, and that's just total Ricky fashion to do something crazy like that. And Linus is gonna have a look, but that is a little bit longer than you'd like to be.
Oh, wow, yeah, it was a little bit too long, yeah, there, so I had to go with the sidearm approach. Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, and that's about 6 or 7 meters away there with my MD2. And this is a shot that Linus has been throwing really well. And standstill with the back to the basket shots, he does really well with those. This time he's a little bit too tight, catches a tree, and is going to be short of birdie range. Really about as well as you can do from down there. And we're going to move up to Ricky's eagle putt. I'd say 15, maybe 16 meters away.
Oh, yes!
Wow. This is not a hole you really think somebody's going to get a 2 on.
No, I've heard of people throwing it in,
Yeah,
but
okay.
not putting it in is like...
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
I've seen that line, I was like, it's... Sorry, but it's a little bit stupid.
Yeah, it's a little bit stupid.
But why am I saying he's in the lead? So he's super smart.
Yeah, well, you got 6 strokes to play with. I mean, it is a 5-round event, and this is the 3rd round, so there is almost 3 full rounds to go. So you can't just get crazy with it, but you kind of can if you know that you can scramble out of anything. You know, had that shot not landed in the fairway, he'd still probably be able to get his 3 one way or the other. But wow, what an incredible 2. And now, I'm going to take another look at that right there, just perfect. On here, the hole 5, the most aceable hole on the course here. Just downhill, 74 meters, right there in front of you. It does play as an island. You do have to get across this creek, and then you can see the OB line is kind of shaped like a keyhole almost. And if you do not get across the creek, you go to the drop zone. If you go out of bounds across the creek, then you go to the last place where you were in bounds.
Yeah, and this is one of those holes that like you really need to get.
Yeah, there's probably 10 of them on this course, but this is the one that you really got to get the most.
Yeah.
You got to get this one, especially this one.
Yeah, it's just straight downhill. You just throw it into the ground and... Did he just say he shanked it?
We were talking about something because he shanked it the day before or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
Ricky and I both thought I was past that corner tree, but I was not, and still inside the circle. And Väinö going with that PA3 that he throws so well.
It is you can run this basket because you have like logs that are protecting you from the OB, but.
Mm-hmm. And it's, you know, the slight grade uphill behind the basket gives you that opportunity as well.
Yeah. I've seen people went for the ace and hit the top of the basket and skip the OB.
Oh wow, yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Nice pot there. It was even one of the Jonas, the course designer, did that.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's got to be fun.
He's like, I'm going for the ace.
And the course designer just says, stupid hole.
I think we need to put up a wall behind here.
And I'll tell you right now, he just caught a lift to the band to go see the band. That was a good looking putt that out of his hand immediately drifted up. And, you know, this is the first hole that's really out in the open. And, you know, it can kind of play tricks on you when you get to the putting green. But, yeah, it's not too windy. But still, it was a little bit strange. I mean, right out of his hand, you could tell it just kind of drifted straight up.
You're kind of protected from the wind on the yellow course, except for like this hole in 18.
Hole 6, par 3, 90 meters, straight through the forest here is the technical shot. Once again, you're going to see this a few times in this course. Just really want to get something that can break a little bit left at the end of the fairway to stay away from these trees over here on the right. But other than that, pick your straightest disc and let it fly.
Yeah.
And Ricky's straightest disc of choice here is a harp.
It sets up kind of nice for a flick.
Yeah, it does. The right side trees are a little bit more further away from the fairway than the left side trees. And regardless of where those trees are, I'm going to be throwing a flick no matter what. I'm going with the MD2. Just need to get around that last set of trees.
Oh.
And I think I'm just outside the circle there, but looking at the basket either way. Or maybe I'm inside the circle. I don't know. And you guessed it, another PA3 shot here from Väinö.
Oh yeah, that's the trouble. You right out and backhand player. You want to like take something a little bit unstable and hyzer flip it, and you get a little bit too greedy. You want to park it, and then you hit those last trees.
Those seem to be the ones. Ricky hit those 2 rounds in a row now. And Linus is just so good at these rock shots. Just flipping them up down the middle.
Oh.
All the way to a park job.
Oh.
Sneaky
one.
I'm pretty sure that would have gone in without chains.
Oh yeah?
That was just straight up and down. I've seen Rick practice some baskets without chains like that before, just for fun. So right on circle's edge here, just at 10 meters.
Oh, that was a quick putt.
That's kind of how I do it.
Still, it was a little bit faster than
You
you
better be ready.
Okay,
You
sorry.
better be ready. That's the way it goes, Sneaky. I can be sneaky too, man. Väinö with the hand on the hip just delivers a perfect strike there as well. And Linus will be tapping in for his star frame birdie.
That's a good star frame. Usually see someone hit like Väinö did, and maybe a little bit earlier.
Hole 7 is a par 4, 137 meter hole. It goes up 10 meters in elevation. You have out of bounds here on this left side. You see there's 50 meters right there. And if you go over this log wall here, or it's not even a wall, just a log, then you go to the drop zone. There is a tight inside line that you can play to perhaps give yourself a long look at a big eagle 2, but most players are just going to play a layup drive off the tee and then set themselves up for a second shot. And Ricky's happy that he just hit the gap, which he was unable to do during round 2. Still got his 3, of course, because he's Ricky Wysocki.
What? From down there?
Yeah, just from the top of the hill, but behind the trees.
That looks nice.
And that's just a destroyer, just a little chip shot there. I figured I'd go a little bit shorter than Rick, just so I could show him how it's done before he throws.
Yeah, he's having trouble with his
it's
lines.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you just got to do things for your buddies. And Väinö with a nice turnover. It's a good placement there. And Linus with a nice turnover.
Oh, nice.
Way up the fairway. He is so good at those angles. It's one of the things I was really impressed with him. He was really able to control those angles, really on all shots. Hyzers, anhyzers, straight shots, you name it.
Oh, nice approach there.
Going with the AVR X3, and I believe Ricky is going with his Cleveland Cavalier Harpier. He really is dialed in with that disc.
Okay, it stopped.
And Väinö with a nice backward stance shot there to a park job. And yesterday, Linus skipped up and hit the cage, this time unable to get the cage. So he's just going to have to settle for a boring birdie.
Yeah, that was quite a bad approach there.
And a little scoring update here. Through 7 holes, even though Ricky's tee shots on 1 and 2 were both, let's just go ahead and say they were bad. Ricky and I are both sitting at 7 down. Väinö, 6 down. It's been a pretty good start.
Oh, yeah.
And Linus not very far behind either. This course is very attackable. And it's something you have to attack, otherwise you will be losing strokes. Moving on to hole 8, par 3, 80 meters. Just up in 4 meters of elevation, I'd rather. Good little turnover hole. There is a straight gap, which may entice some players, but most players you're going to see going with the anhyzer shot, maybe with a slightly stable disc to get it to flatten back out, or a forehand disc that is able to skip up and fly straight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, pretty much done like that.
That needs to skip. Oh.
And going with a little bit lower line to avoid the big skip there. Anything higher is going to take it down the hill a little bit further, so that was pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. And Väinö, we called him Velcro Väinö after the shot. Because his shot was looking so nice. It was sliding on a right angle and it just go boop.
Yeah.
Stops right there on the spot.
Oh, that's... Oh,
And no Velcro for Linus as he gets up there about 6 or 7 meters away. Väinö puts that hand on his hip, means he's ready to go.
Oh.
He's off to a hot putting start.
Oh, yeah. It's on fire.
Rick is in for his 2. And it looks like we're going to have yet again another star frame on this course.
You guys are playing good.
And I'm going the wrong way.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, there it is. Happened to me every single time I played there. Practice round and both rounds. All right, here we are, the final hole in the front 9. Hole 9, par 3, 85 meters. Just a nice little hyzer shot here. Just I want to stand something up ever so slightly as to avoid this tree here on the corner. The basket is sitting on a rock, only 2 meters in elevation, so it's essentially flat the whole way. And Ricky goes over that tree at the corner just to avoid.
Oh, is that against the rock?
I think it's against the rock. And once again, you know, why throw a backhand?
What? Oh, okay. You think it's too easy, right?
It's so easy. Why don't we throw forehand?
So.
And then make things, you know, more interesting. I don't know.
Why?
Why not?
It's harder.
Is it? I don't know. I think it's actually much easier. And Väinö with a nice inside line there, flipping up, and that's going to be parked. I think. Crowd seems to be like indifferent about it. They're like happy but not super impressed.
I didn't hit the rock.
Yeah. Well, when the first person hits the rock, it makes things difficult for everyone else.
Yeah.
And Linus a little bit too tight there. It's going to leave him a little bit outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makeable putt.
Yeah, small trees to contend with.
Sit down. Okay. And Linus is up and in for his par. And that's a 9 down start for myself.
Feeling good.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. It's a course where 9 down is you know, very doable, but it's one of those things where you certainly have to do it and you feel good about it, you know?
Yeah, but now we have the back 9, it's toughness up a little bit.
Oh yeah, it gets much harder on the back 9. Just off the top there for Linus, as you can see. The Eagle 2 for Ricky, the only thing that wasn't birdies or pars. 9 down through 9, and I don't even have a box. It's crazy. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you tune in for the back 9 coverage of the lead card here at the Open 2018.
Bye.